So Dijan, I keep accepting you, it doesn't work. So I invited you, you accept me, please. Can you hear me? If so, you accept me, please. Thank you. If it doesn't work, I can cancel and do it again. I invited you again. Here we go.
Hello, hi.
Same challenge as always. Hi, how are you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing perfect. How's everything? How was your day so far?
Excellent, perfect day.
Yeah, perfect day.
I started with gym, and then the weather was very nice, so I
Wow,
walk around the neighbors, so that was so beautiful. Yeah.
that's a great news to hear. Because usually when people are so busy, honestly, they are strong enough. No matter how busy they are, still they can make things work. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter how much challenge. That I would say that's a strength. That's something that we have to be really grateful for. Same here. I started with
Oh,
working out hardly, and it was amazing, beautiful, lovely weather today. To be honest, I would love to just walk outside, but I have to go to class and teach.
yeah, that was the outside was so beautiful.
It was, it was
The colors, the sky, yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, I enjoy a lot too.
good to hear. Good to hear all of these things. So I see many beautiful people are joining us. Welcome, everybody. First, hello to all beautiful people who are joining us. I'm going to just keep this maybe friendly conversation a little bit longer because I see people are joining, and I would love to give this opportunity to all of those who are interested to just learn and grow in here all together. I mean, give them some time to join. Meanwhile, those who are here, very welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome. Many people, many beautiful people. Yeah. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing? Welcome. Welcome. So, hello, everybody. Those who even later they are going to just the recording of this one. Very welcome and thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of Neuromarketing Academy. Even as audience, you guys are motivating us to come back every week with some great scientific discussion, not to only help others. Definitely this kind of conversations is a practice for ourselves, because naturally as a human, whatever we practice it, we repeat it, it becomes a stronger habit, and it will create more strong, stable neural pathway in our brain as well. So this is good that you guys are here. You are motivating us to learn more, to be able to share more, right? We don't learn more, we don't have anything to share with others. Today, we are going to continue the discussion about why neuromarketing. And let's say, in short, I'm going to say why we need to move from traditional marketing into more modern scientific like marketing. Generally, we know marketing is an essential part of any kind of job or business. If we are working somewhere as an employee, still that task might be a job for us, but it's the business for the owner of that job.
Yeah.
So it's not like, for example, since we are working in a firm and a company, even myself at university, we do have a great, huge group of marketing at university, because even university by itself, college by itself, in an academic environment by itself is a kind of business. For any business, we need to introduce it to society. We need to say who we are, where we are, what we do, how we can help life experience for other people to become easier, a bit sweet, a bit more even maybe revenue can just enter to people's life. So that's why even at university and college, we have marketing group, and without marketing group, kind of the business is a stop and a stocked, not only a stop, it's a stocked as well. So that's why even as I mentioned at university, our marketing group, not only on social media, even I see that sometimes they travel. Actually, this is the maybe painful part of it, because if we do marketing as a digital marketing, either pure digital marketing or neuromarketing. Today, I'm going to explain even what's the difference between pure digital marketing and neuromarketing. And definitely, I will just separate and put a line between these three type of marketing, because so far many people, they may know only traditional marketing and digital marketing, but this is not all. And new science is out there, which is neuromarketing. So there is a huge advantage to move from traditional marketing to pure digital marketing. And maybe I would say a bigger advantage, a biggest maybe benefit in here is moving even from pure digital marketing to neuromarketing. That's something that it is really new. Probably nobody else so far discussed this one. This is going to be the first one, the first time. So we are going to open it up today in here. Stay with us. Share your questions with us, either for those who are here in a live session. You may want to drop your challenges, your questions. If you are out of business and you are interested to join Neuromarketing Academy and you would love to understand what you are going to gain in here, definitely feel free. Just put it down in the comments. I'll be more than happy to give a live answer to all of those professional questions. And for those who are going to watch the recording later, definitely you have two options to reach out. You have one option to directly send a message. If you have a serious professional question, I'll be again more than happy to get back to you as soon as possible, or leave your question as a comment underneath the video, regardless of where you are seeing it. You might see the recording of this live session either on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. If you leave your question in any of this platform, definitely I'll see it and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I see other people are joining. Hi, Mehrash, how are you doing? And very welcome to the session. Thank you very much. Thank you. Some people are leaving us some message that they are happy to see us in here. I would say I am also super happy to see you. Although I cannot see your faces, but I see your names here joining us. That makes my time. That makes my day. Very welcome. So for those who doesn't know us, quickly, we are going to every session because we show up only once a week and new people are joining our social media platform. Definitely this is going to be beneficial for new people, new family members that we are going to gain. Just a little bit about ourselves, and then I'm here to answer any of your questions. Sudavajun.
Yeah. Okay, you can start with introducing yourself.
Myself, sure. Sure. This is Kimya. I finished my education here in Canada. Currently, at this point, I am honored to say I'm a doctor and a university professor, expert in engineering science. I would say some portion of medical science, and of course, a little bit of business and marketing science. All of these are science. Somehow my brain is just connecting all the dots. Even before this live session, I was talking to one of my best friends in this universe, who I have a really huge heart respect for him. And I was talking about, sometimes my brain is confused which science I have to put first, which one is second, which one is third, because every day I'm dealing with three different science, sometimes not easy to manage all of them. As a normal human, sometimes brain gets overwhelmed, especially when you have a lot of scientific conversation to handle and you want to link them to make sure that you are bringing the most beneficial creativity and innovation to the world. Sometimes it becomes too much. But if this task is assigned to me by universe, definitely universe can understand better than myself. I'm ready for it. That's why it is assigned to me. So I try my best to pass it to people in the society from bottom of my heart. And right now I'm serving to this universe as a doctor, as a professor, and here as a business owner.
Amazing. So for me, this is Sudabe from Toronto, and I used to be a doctor of pharmacy for 17 years, and I had my own pharmacy about 10 years back home Iran, and now it's about 5 years that I'm busy in this business, as I'm working in this business as a coach and mentor and helping others to learn digital marketing and how to earn income, to earn money from platforms of social media like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, all those platforms that
TikTok,
we all have in our phone.
Pinterest.
Yeah,
I'm gonna flee into the black.
yeah,
Pinterest.
Pinterest. Yeah, and we all have these platforms in our hands. Daily, we spend lots of time on that, but waste our time. But in this business, we help others to learn how to have income from them. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you very much. You are just, again, another server to universe to make people's life easier with more
Yeah.
blessing, with more sweet experiences, because life is just a one-time life for every single one of us. Definitely, we as human are going through lots of challenges, but challenge is exactly the point that we have to take it as an advantage for us and grow out of it. Many people, unfortunately, when they are in a painful situation, instead of sitting and focusing on the pain and believing that the clear golden key to the next step of life is exactly hidden in that painful situation, they are trying to just get out of that pain as soon as possible. Believe me, scientifically and spiritually, in my one hand is science, in the other one is spirituality. Both of them are coming from big people in my life, big people. Science is coming from lots of other professors, other scientists, definitely. Lots of people that I can name. And spirituality is coming for me from Rumi. For those who doesn't know Rumi, Persian people definitely they know Maulana, but that's one of my biggest role model. And Hafiz, Hafiz and Maulana, those two people are those who I always have them in my other side of life, and I complete my life experience, my journey in this universe with a combination of science and spirituality. Why is that? Because life doesn't have one perspective. Definitely, science is always a branch of a spirituality. Human initially starting maybe their journey in this planet called Earth, it was only understanding things through a spirituality. And then some smart people came out, they each time grabbed one part of those spirituality and tried to define it with 3D reality called science. Now, 3D reality for us is science, because spirituality is not easy to understand. Not everybody can imagine stuff. That's why not everybody can be successful. That's why I always keep that on top, and I try my best to bring out the most important part of spirituality and bring it here to the camera with all of those scientific equations, analysis, to make it a bit understandable for other people, to use it as a master key for creating great life experience. Hopefully, this could just create a transformation for many of us in here, including myself. And I know you yourself are a part of this journey, practicing some of the things here at neuromarketing. Probably today, at some point, I'm going to use maybe your own experience at neuromarketing and how just being a part of neuromarketing, practicing some of the techniques and strategies developed by neuromarketing, transform your life experience from the day that you started. Hopefully, this could be a great, maybe, example for other people who might be interested to join neuromarketing. We have a live example
Yeah.
right.
Hot
Great.
seat.
Okay, the floor is yours. Ask any of your questions.
Yeah. First of all, the first question I want to ask is how can Neuromarketing Academy help people overcome their mental barriers that prevent them to be successful, like self-doubt and fear of failure. This is the common things that they are our concerns and prevent us to take the next step and be and achievements.
Sure. To be honest, this is a maybe great question that not only can answer your own question, definitely, because this is a common question for the
Yeah.
society. But still, with your permission, I'm gonna use your own experience at
Yes.
neuromarketing to answer this question.
Sure.
So I mentioned initially, neuromarketing is a scientific academy. It's not an experience-based academy. We have two types of businesses in this planet. Traditional businesses is most of them based on experience only, right? Probably some of us or maybe audience here that they are hearing us, they have experience with maybe following whatever their parents, grandparents, they developed it as a business, such as maybe some grocery store, some shops or this and that. But none of those traditional business that many of them I respect, and already many of them really revenue making businesses, but they are established on lots of efforts, lots of trials and errors, lots of failure. And those who make it work no matter what during those periods that science was not that much available to everybody, they did it only through heart belief and faith and just not giving up, right? So it took a lot of time. If you go back and study lots of great successful businesses, maybe globally, you can see most of them, they had lots of failure. Most of them, they had lots of ups and down challenges to deal with, to come to a point to gradually understand, okay, what's the right method that I can follow in order to have a better experience? Okay, having this, going back to your own experience as a pharmacist, you just said that your
Yeah.
education is medical science, your background was medical science-based background education at university level, and then you were pharmacist, you were practicing it for a very long time, not just maybe 1 year or 2 years. Definitely, if I ask you one question, based on that question, I can answer your initial question. Could you please tell me when you started your pharmacy as an maybe in-person or office-based business, how long it took for you to bring it to revenue?
Honestly, it took about 2 years for me uh, to make enough income. I mean, I pay off the debts and then I can make income. Before that, I can swear to God that I pray God that I can just continue and keep my pharmacy open because I had lots of debts and lots of things to do before that. But after 2 years, it was
It was
in the place that
working.
I
It
enjoyed.
started
Yeah,
creating. Okay. So
yeah,
then, based on what you said, since it took you 2 years in order to bring your pharmacy to give you some, let's say, some money, not whatever you are investing or maybe whatever you
yeah,
are using out of packet, that was like maybe a process full of fear,
yeah,
full of doubt. Should I continue or
yeah,
should I get?
exactly.
And this is your question, right? You said
Yeah,
what? You
yeah.
said, I just put it down. You said how to deal with all of those fears, doubt, and stuff. So if I wanted to link this with science, I would say we have in the brain a part called amygdala. Amygdala is a part of our brain that it is responsible for anything related to doubt, fear, anxiety, and stuff. And naturally, this part of brain, which is like acting like a sensor to detect anything as scary for brain. What is anything as scary for brain? Anything new for brain is considered as a scary situation, regardless of in reality that situation is a scary situation or not. Amygdala, since it is new, it will initially detect it as something scary. And unfortunately and naturally, amygdala will kind of amplify the intensity of that fear. Maybe the fear intensity, if you have a device to measure it, out of 10 is only 2 or 3, but amygdala will amplify it and will get it closer to 10, maybe 8, 9. And
Thank
he will
you.
start and it will start commanding the other parts of the brain to release hormone stress, not based on the actual and, let's say, uh, accurate amount of fear, based on the understanding of amygdala. Intensity of the chemical that brain is releasing is not a factor of real scary part that brain is thinking about it. It's about like the amount that amygdala think, oh, is that much scary. It simply means it's not with the grade 2, it's with the grade 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. Simply means your entire body will be impacted. Now, what's the part? And how in here we can help people to first understand whatever they are feeling is not reality. It's what which is made up with the brain system. Why I come to social media every week in here and try to explain this kind of scientific information which was hidden from society for forever. And we always were thinking that, okay, those who are successful people, those are the people who are coming from either lucky families, maybe well-known families, highly educated families, or this and that. Well, of course, all of this stuff impacts life experience. Definitely environment, definitely society that we are living in it, definitely 100%, no doubt, it will impact our life experience, right? So because anything that we are receiving from external environment is a signal going to your brain. You cannot say, I'm not receiving that signal. Anything like, for example, a parent who are not respecting you enough, or a spouse, or even some issue with your child, or maybe at work with your boss, definitely brain is detecting all of us. I cannot argue that no matter what environment is, you have to be your best. No, of course it is a matter, because those are all detected by brain, and brain naturally feel them, and it will release accordingly a certain amount of chemical called hormone, the stress hormone. So now what we do in here, we provide people some guided method very similar to what yourself you are experiencing with us at Neuromarketing Academy. Again, I'm asking yourself, it's almost like maybe 6 months that you are practicing some of our method here at Neuromarketing Academy. Before I move forward with your question, how is your experience transforming, even not about the business, your personal life experience? How it is changed? Do you see any change?
Yeah,
If
lots
you
of
see any
changes.
change, is it better change, making your life easier, or what? Just explain it with your own
Yeah.
wording.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, Honestly, I experiences I'm experiencing right now lots of changing, and the first one is that I learned that make at how can I say look carefully to everything, because now I know that everything has a meaning, and I have to pay attention to them, and then make decision. And also I understand that everything is in myself, in my brain. Everything is in my brain. I can't control anything outside, but I can control my mind, my brain, what I'm thinking about. And that's the most important thing that I learned here. And from the time that I'm thinking about that, I'm not sad about the other people reactions, or what they are talking about, what they try to push me to do. That I get back to myself, my brain, and I know that it should be in my control. It's in my what I'm thinking, and that's the most thing that affect my life. The way that I'm thinking, the way that my self talk. So I try to control much better my self-talk during a day and what I'm thinking about, because I know that what I'm thinking about make my days, make my futures. That's the most part,
Exactly.
important
So
part.
I can
Yeah,
just a little bit open it up and you
yeah,
confirm if I am addressing all of the things that you wanted to say. What we do, or the strategy that we are using here in Neuromarketing Academy, is not only something that it can transform your earning for the life,
yeah,
because just having money all by yourself, like for example, amount of money that you can have definitely can talk about who you are, how much your brain functionality is perfect or not. This is of course a good thing to have it as a consideration of, okay, am I doing things right or wrong?
yeah,
Definitely our banking account kind of can talk about how is our feeling to money, not who we are as a human. Who we
yeah,
are as a human has a different story that we don't touch it in here. But our banking account is talking about our self-talk, our belief system about money. If you have a great banking account, definitely our belief system about money is a great belief system. But if you do not have that great banking account right now, the one that you would enjoy to just watch it few times per day, definitely some of the things going on your brain is not the best thing. And those are the stuff that it is causing you fear, anxiety, and doubt. As Sudhapajun said, what we practice together in here for some time in order to make sure that, okay, how I can transform my life, moving from the current or let's say existing habit and self-talk to
exactly.
the one that helped me to get closer to what I want here. What I want is money, definitely is a factor of your self-talk. Self-talk is a factor of what you receive from your environment, from, again, family, friend, at work, from your colleague, from your boss, or whatever. Definitely, if you are working in an environment that you have no control, so nothing out of you, your work, your, let's say, on understanding from life is going to be a little bit more complicated, and it's not easy to control everything the way that you want it as an ideal situation.
Hmm.
But still, there is lots of method that you can use to just make it a bit like smaller portion that you can handle.
Hmm.
If you wanted to handle everything at once, it's impossible for brain, because brain again create those fears, doubt, and everything, since it is something new. Like for example, in order to deal with your fear, one of the fear in here at business is fear of failing. I remember hearing this from yourself a lot. What if I start
Yeah,
understanding this and that? What if I refuse this kind of maybe messages? What if I get rid of this much, let's say, wrong people around me? Then I am losing my business. So the type of the question that I'm asking yourself, you are asking yourself, is creating your life experience.
hmm,
And it is known for brain as a fear. And since brain is detecting it as a fear, it won't let you to apply any change. Change means introducing an unknown process to brain. Any unknown process, regardless of it is a good or bad, for brain is a fear, because it is unknown. Brain detect it like, oh, something wrong is happening. Anything new, brain is saying, okay, just push that emergency alarm. Something
yeah,
new is happening. Emergency alarm means a stress hormone. Release a stress hormone. A stress hormone, for those who doesn't know, the natural brain process means get rid of this new skill, get rid of this new environment. Forget about generating maybe some more walls for yourself. Just stick to what you have and survive for the rest of your life. But in here, what we practice, our strategy is, people generally they cannot split all of the fears into small portions to deal with. What we
hmm,
do in here, we talk to people the way that I used to talk with you, and we continuously have these sessions together. definitely is helping other people to first figure out what is the fear that they are dealing with, what is the intensity of the fear, and introducing the brain functionality helps them to understand, is this fear a reality or it's something that brain amplified it and it's not reality, right? If people can understand their fear most of the time is from something that's never happened to them, even in past life, because most of the time brain is making up some of the stories that we have never ever even lived that story. But since we keep repeating that stories, brain believe it. But if one day if I hold your hand and I say, come sit in here and let me understand, have you ever really lived this story? This much scary a story, or your brain made it up for you? And then usually when I talk to client, I notice that, wow, they have never even lived that much a scary story. Their brain made it up. And still they are planning their life exactly based on that created wrong story by brain. Now what is here at Neuromarketing Academy, we can help you to not to only transform your personal life by splitting your daily emotional experiences to few smaller parts and giving you some method to deal with them. How I make them a known process. As an expert in neuroscience, I know that, as I just said it, any new event, a skill or request for brain is considered as an something wrong is happening, hit that emergency alarm. So I can at least share some of them. One of the strategy that I help in here, I give people in here to help them is I get them to still do whatever they do as routine. And even when I introduce a new skill, like a business to them, I get them to practice that new skill with their daily routine. I don't want them to change their method of doing stuff. I give them a new task. Even at university, this is exactly how I train my students. At university, per year, I train thousands and thousands of students. There are years I train 3,000 students with different skill and knowledge. And all of them successfully, they finish their courses and they go. And each of them are coming from different background, different family, different culture, different, I don't know, even language. Some of them even not comfortable speaking English. But a skill, I give them practical exercises to make sure that some of them are Chinese, some of them are Indian, some of them are Arabic, and some of them are good with English, some not really. But the exercises are practical exercises. They don't need to speak different language perfectly. They just need to know a little bit of English skill to understand what I am talking about, and then they apply it to their daily routine in order to bring their understanding and learning outcome to a great level. And this is exactly what I use in here. So for example, one of your fear was, okay, I'm receiving lots of messages from my clients because I'm having a huge team here as a business owner. And people are coming from different background, different culture, different learning skill, different learning ability even. And they are asking wrong question, and I have no idea how to deal with all of those and make sure I am still healthy. So for example, one of the practices that we did, okay, first, make sure that your system is more digital based system, automatic based system than a human reaction system. Because too much of human interaction and reaction is sending too much of unknown signal to brain, and brain naturally get confused. How many times per day I have to go through all of those unknown process and release chemical accordingly. So, and that's one of the benefits here as neuromarketing. Things are not going to be human made, or let's say under everything under human control. Things are kind of machine based, under machine control. And this is exactly the method that I can make sure my team are gonna stay healthy. I get machine to do most of the interaction than human. Even at university, I have automated system in order to interact with students. Otherwise, brain, like naturally, detect every single unknown signal and keep releasing those wrong chemicals and making people to
Exactly.
become sick. And this is how we can deal with fear and doubt. First, I teach them, people like yourself, everybody else,
Mhm.
students at university, understand the brain functionality, understand most of the feeling that you have is a wrong feeling, it's a brain-made feeling, not a reality. And then I give them task to just split the things to few portions and each time deal with one portion exactly with existing routine, and gradually when new task is first treated with existing routine, initially we are fooling our brain. We say, okay, just do one small step. Brain is just giving you less resistance. And then after some time, this small thing is by itself creating a new habit. In neuroscience, we call it neural pathway. And then all of the sudden, you see your life is transformed. Your self-talk is changed, as you said.
Yeah.
Your life experience, other people's reaction to you is changed because naturally now you have a new neural pathway dealing with things without even noticing it. So I do in here all the study for you. I do in here all the innovation for you because not everybody likes studying. I understand that. Even people at the university, students are there. But to be honest, when I talk to them, not everybody enjoy keep just having a book on their hand, study and learn new stuff. I love that, but
Mhm.
not everybody else love it. So since I am born for that, definitely I have that task to do that job for everybody else. So I do all the research, I do all the study, I'll create all the methodology, and I get you to practice it without even any effort from your side. This is how I can help people to release their fear and doubt without even noticing what happened.
Yeah.
Everything was scientifically. I heard this
Beautiful.
from yourself many times that, wow, what you did. I haven't
Yeah.
even noticed what you did, but the magic happened in here.
Yeah. Exactly. Sometimes I was so confused. What did happen?
Yeah, I hear that from you a lot. I'm used to it.
So I think you already answered the other question that I wanted to ask. I'm not sure about what science-based strategies can make it easier to break old habits and embrace new ones for success. Yeah?
Yeah, of course. I can go back to again your experience working as a pharmacist and following the traditional strategies for running your business. Definitely, as I said initially, for every single business that we are dealing with, we need a marketing. Why is that? Because if I don't come here and I introduce myself, hey, like society, universe, globally, everything. Hey, I'm here and I'm practicing this stuff and I'm having this service to offer it globally to everybody, regardless of where you are, even if you are living in any of the European country, any of the North American countries, I don't know, anywhere, still you can use my service, right?
Mhm.
So if I don't come here and I don't say, even you don't need to be fluent in English in order to use my service, people never know I'm here and I'm having something beneficial for them. So they never reach out to me because they don't know who I am, where I am, what I do, what is my education, what is my experience. They don't know me if I don't come here and introduce myself. Same as yourself, as a pharmacist. If you don't have a label, even if it is a traditional marketing, if you don't have a label, if you don't mention in their doctor, Sudabe, I'm a pharmacist or something, people never can come and get some advice from you about like any of the drug and stuff. People can never know you may have some of the medications that they need. So they don't reach out to you. They don't come to your pharmacy, right? If you don't have that label of here is the pharmacy and I am Dr. Sudabe, right? If you don't have that, people may think, okay, this is a grocery store. Why would I go there in order to find some medication? So that's why we need marketing, regardless of what we do. Definitely, marketing, especially in today's world, is something that is as important as food is, right? So we may have some grocery store, but if we don't introduce it, people cannot see it and come and, let's say, just purchase whatever they need. But what was the maybe challenging part in your pharmacy? I remember you just told me this story that it was like your audience was only local audience.
Yeah.
You have to deal only with whoever is just around you, or if you want to introduce yourself to maybe other people in the city, you have to just maybe print out some of the
Business
information
card.
about yourself and then get somebody to move around in the city and
Mhm.
then somehow introduce yourself at least to the city that you are living. But how far you could go?
Yeah, and that was always my the things that I deal with that, because as you already mentioned, our audience was limited. So in local business, or how can I say, offline business,
Mhm.
usually they grow during the first years. They grow, their income grow, and then it will be fixed. I mean, after some years, the income will not grow enough, because they have limited
Uh-huh.
customers, and
Uh-huh.
we cannot offer our services to other countries, to our cities. So that's the reason, after a while, the income will be a specific amount, a little bit higher and lower, but not too much. So there is no more growth after that.
So your
And yeah, there
growth
is
stops
limitation.
after
Yeah,
just some time because you do not have access to clients
exactly.
globally. Even not globally, let's say internationally, in your own country. You have only
Exactly.
local access. Nobody, for example, right now we are in Toronto area. Nobody from British Columbia, if your pharmacy is in Toronto area, nobody
Exactly.
from British Columbia is coming to Ontario in order to purchase a medication from you, unless that medication is a rare medication that they cannot find it anywhere else except your pharmacy, right? So that's one limitation. The other limitation, I remember that you said one of the biggest barrier that you had, or maybe challenges that you had, it was when your twin born.
Oh
After
yeah.
you had your twin, even you couldn't comfortably every day go to your pharmacy and do whatever you do in there and still feel okay about your twins. How
Yeah,
much
because
trouble you had in there? Lots of trouble in there. So it's not
exactly.
only about marketing, it's just even regular businesses. You
Hmm.
have to leave house, even if you have just little kids to take care of, especially for immigrant people,
Hmm.
especially for those who doesn't have family and maybe relative around them who are trustworthy to leave your little kids with. How do you deal with it? Even if it is not marketing challenge, that it is making you limited to find related clients, just having maybe some little child at home, no one else to take care of them. Sometimes they are sick, sometimes
Yeah.
they are
Not
just
sometimes,
nagging for
always.
no reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
sometimes
a big
nagging for
challenge
no
for
reason.
me.
For you, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, a sleepless because you have to run after your kids all day, every day, and then still you have a job to take care of. You have a maybe in-person business to take care of. So then this challenge again is lots of complicated information for brain. And definitely after some time you see those people are dealing either with anxiety or depression. Also, they are having blessing stuff such as a job to deal with, such as maybe some small kids to take care of them. But these two by themselves are blessing. We are grateful for having kids. We are grateful for having a job to deal with. I am myself so much grateful every day showing up at university in my classes, having 200, 300, sometimes even more than 300 students sitting and waiting for me to just practice some new scientific information with them. But Sometimes lots of other challenges are involved. Sometimes I'm stuck in traffic and I may miss the class, and rescheduling the class is too much to deal with, causing me lots of stress and anxiety. While here, as an online business owner, I am not dealing with none of those challenges. Right now, I'm sitting in my dining area talking to you. While I cannot sit in my dining area, teach at university. I love my job. I keep doing it for the rest of my life because that's something assigned to me by universe. I enjoy it. I am born for being a professor. I really believe it from heart. But still, I develop this business for myself, not to only help myself, to help somebody like yourself having a twin, to help somebody like other people who might need to just drive for hours in order to get into the car. And at the end of the day, when they are just putting together their expenses that they are paying for parking, for gas, for all of the things for their vehicle, and then they say, wow, it does worth it to continue such a job
Yeah,
or not. That's
exactly.
the time that we have to think about having an online business. Now, here we learn about neural plasticity at neuromarketing. It's not only about earning money, because you cannot earn money without being able to understand behavioral responses. The first thing that we practice in here as a strategy, as a scientific strategy, to just kind of wrap up your question, is just kind of teaching people to deal with neural plasticity without even opening them. Here in social media, I open them. But when I'm working with my team, I never explain this stuff to them.
Mhm.
I just give them an exercise, a practice, or a training to go complete it, right? And I never even teach people, okay, this is brain, this part of it, this part of it. But here I have to teach it in social media to make sure that it makes sense, that whatever I say is scientific. And then after you pass the trial and you are starting your business, you don't have to deal with any of this information. But here
Mhm.
I repeatedly come and explain them to people to make sure that if you have these tools, you can transform your life experience. Without this, we have a quote, a great quote. I think I have it somewhere. It was at some point you may heard that this is one given by Einstein, while it is not really by him. He says that anything that you keep repeating it and you keep receiving non-ideal or desired, let's say, information or outcome out of it, if you continuously repeat it and wish for something better, is kind of being a stupid. A stupid is somebody, if I wanted to simplify it, a stupid is somebody who practice the same thing over and over and just expect a new result. If you keep practicing like daily things that you do right now, and you keep wishing a better income, a better life experience, even personal life experience, not always professional life experience, of course, you need to just rethink. You need to just reconsider lots of stuff. And that's what we're doing here. So
Exactly.
we create a process that we are applying to our team member, or asking them to continue repeating those, while this process feels so natural. They never notice any change in order to shock their brain. Why we know that? Because any unknown process, again, it's considered something is wrong for brain. So we created a process that people cannot even think something new is going to their brain. And
Mhm.
that's how we adjust our training here at Neuromarketing Academy. Do you have other questions?
Yeah, last question, I think.
Yeah? Okay.
So, given these insights, what are the key differences between traditional marketing, digital marketing, and neuromarketing in terms of understanding and influencing consumer behavior?
Of course. As I mentioned, many people, they don't even know that there is another type of marketing. Many people are only introduced to two terms such as traditional marketing, digital marketing.
Mhm.
But I'm introducing another marketing, which is the most scientific type of business management system, which is neuromarketing. Because again, business is based on marketing. Business without marketing doesn't have actually any meaning, any revenue. Because business means I'm having either a service or a product, and I want other people to come join and use my service or use my product. But if you don't have any client, you are not doing a business. You are not doing it. It's just a personal skill for yourself. So business is based on marketing. Traditional marketing, we just opened up some of them, has some limitations, such as the number of clients. Traditional marketing is based on first 5% of the brain, which is conscious brain. Why is that? Because when you introduce your business, just walking in the street and just passing some maybe information on paper to people, which is called traditional marketing, or even if you show up as an advert, just one-time advertising in radio or TV or something like that, you are not going to always engage people's emotion. If you don't engage people's emotion, means you are living only in 5% of people's brain, which is conscious. Conscious is not accurate. It's not always trustworthy. Most of the time, conscious mind is only a factor of our reaction to any new signal that we receive. And it is most of the time rejecting signals. And that's why traditional marketing doesn't work anymore. Next marketing, which is a bit more modern than traditional marketing method, is pure digital marketing. Pure digital marketing is 100% better than traditional marketing because your platform right now is kind of a bit more extensive than traditional. You can get access to more clients. Even you can have a global access with pure digital marketing. Your access is globally because you are using social media. You are not even anymore having any face-to-face conversation or phone conversation with client to convince them to use your service or product, which is a part of traditional marketing. But still with pure digital marketing, you are dealing with only 5% of human brain, which is conscious. And any time that you are going to deal with 5% of human brain, you have to put lots of effort in order to convince those people to become your clients. So one issue is solved, which is access to client. Now access to client is global access. How about the other issue? The other issue still is, in here I call it soft skill, it's missing. And now putting these two together, a summation, doing some math, traditional marketing means find customer. Digital marketing means expand your customer, make it global, put them together. And then another missing part, which is a question mark in here, is neuromarketing, and then put an equal sign becomes revenue. Make it like this. So, missing part is neuromarketing. Neuromarketing means being able to look at not only 5% of the human's brain, being able to get access to unconscious of people or clients, which is behavioral response of client. And this is not something that everybody can practice it. Not everybody can analyze all of those behavioral response of the clients. And that's why we need neuroscience in order to do this. Because that's the part that you get access to 95% of human brain, not only 5%. Just do a little bit of comparison. Having access to 95% of the human brain is more trustworthy, or just 5%? Definitely 95%.
Definitely.
And that's the time that in here we say neither traditional nor purely digital marketing could fully create success for people. For some, yes. For some, not. How about those who are not experiencing success? That's the time that we have to fill into the blank, which is neuromarketing, to guarantee the success for people. Hopefully, I explained enough about your question.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm learning. Even me, I'm learning more. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And I
So in
enjoy
order
it.
to not to pass the 1 hour, because we don't want
Okay.
Instagram to just make it a little bit hard to post, if you don't mind, let's just wrap it up quickly and just pass
Sure.
any of your question to next week. For those who are interested to join us first, thank you very much. For those who are here, for those who are going to watch it later, still feel free to stay in contact with us through our social media account and ensure that no matter what, as soon as possible, we get back to any of your question. You are more than welcome to also register directly in our website in order to start the business with us and experience that life transformation. Not only your professional transformation, definitely your personal life transformation can happen in here. Just look at the bio in our social media accounts and find out our website, register yourself, come one step closer at a time. First, stay in here, learn who we are, what we do, and then one step closer means register yourself in our website, and then the last step that you need in order to become a part of the family is a start in the business. So do one at a time. Don't shock your brain. I don't want that for anyone. Take care, and we'll see you next week.
See you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.